These are the coolest public service buses you have ever seen, and they're unlike anything else on the planet. Forget everything you know about public buses, because in Nairobi, they're not just transport, they're rolling works of art. Flashy graffiti, pounding sound systems, LED lights that rival nightclubs, and interiors so wild they'd put a VIP lounge to shame. These public transport minibuses are Kenya's street kings, and building one can cost up to $80,000. In this video, I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you how African mechanics turn bare metal frames into these unstoppable culture-packed beasts. From raw chassis to fully tricked-out monsters on wheels, this is the untold story of how the world's coolest buses are made. The minibuses start their life as bare trucks. The most commonly used base is the Isuzu NQR. This is a medium-duty commercial truck equipped with a 4.0-litre turbo diesel engine. The bare truck chassis are rolled into a massive warehouse, capable of holding more than 30 vehicles at a time. This is the heart of the operation, a one-stop facility where every stage of the build process happens under one roof. Production begins with the creation of the bus body frame. Steel square tubes of varying gauges are brought in. Mechanics measure, cut, and weld each piece with precision. Every section, from the roof rails to the floor supports, is carefully joined to form the skeleton of the bus. The frame must be strong enough to support the weight of the interior fittings, the outer panels, and dozens of daily passengers. At this stage, the vehicle begins to take shape, transitioning from a flatbed frame to a defined bus structure. Once the frame is complete and secure, it moves on to the next stage, paneling. Steel sheets are the foundation of the bus body. Mechanics begin by measuring each section with precision. Using industrial shears and cutting tools, they slice the steel into specific shapes that match the frame's dimensions. Next comes shaping. The cut panels are bent, pressed and curved using mechanical rollers and hammers to match the desired contours of the bus design, from the side panels to the roofline and wheel arches. Once shaped, the panels are carefully positioned against the metal frame. Welders move in, using high-heat torches to fuse the steel onto the chassis. Every weld must be clean, strong, and aligned to hold up under road pressure and vibration. As each panel is secured, the structure slowly comes to life. From a bare skeleton of beams and bars, the silhouette of a bus begins to emerge, boxy, bold, and unmistakably ready for the next stage of customization. Next, the focus shifts to one of the most defining elements of these custom buses, the front bumper. This isn't a standard factory part. Each bumper is built from scratch to give the bus a signature face, a bold, aggressive or futuristic look that sets it apart from anything else on the road. Mechanics begin by assembling a skeleton using thick steel square tubes. These tubes form the basic structure, chosen specifically for their strength and ability to withstand the daily wear and tear of city driving. Steel sheets are then measured, cut with precision tools and carefully wrapped around the framework. Every angle is calculated, every edge aligned. The parts are joined using MIG welding, a method that provides clean, durable joints, essential for safety and long-term use. For some builds, there's an extra step. A laser-cut metal design is added to the bumper's surface, an artistic signature that makes the bus instantly recognizable from the front. Next, the bare metal sections of the bus are coated with a layer of anti-rust paint. This is a critical step that protects the frame from corrosion and extends the vehicle's lifespan. Once the anti-rust treatment dries, the entire bus body is covered in a smooth, plain base color. This base coat serves as the foundation for the detailed graffiti and artwork that will follow. The surface must be flawless at this stage. Any imperfections would show through the final design. This base layer is more than just color. It sets the tone for the theme and visual identity of the bus. Every panel is carefully sprayed to ensure even coverage, and a clean canvas for the artists who come in next. Next, the focus shifts to the interior framework. This stage begins with the fabrication of essential metal components such as the cargo carriers, the overhead storage racks that run along the interior roof of the bus. These are measured, cut and welded precisely to ensure durability and maximum storage space. Simultaneously, the team begins crafting the passenger seats. Each seat starts as a set of square steel tubes, carefully aligned using a jig machine. This ensures uniformity in height, width and alignment across all seats. These seat frames will later be cushioned, upholstered and mounted. Once installed, these seats must withstand daily use and constant movement on Nairobi's busy roads. Next, the graffiti artists begin their work. Before any paint touches metal, the entire design is first created digitally. Artists use graphic software to lay out every detail, from colours and character portraits to patterns and typography. These digital drafts are then printed on paper and used as reference guides throughout the process. With the blueprint in hand, the artists prepare the bus surface. The body is cleaned, sanded, and sometimes primed to ensure the paint adheres perfectly. Then the transfer begins. For simpler elements, pre-cut vinyl stickers are applied with precision. For more intricate work, airbrush guns come into play. Artists layer colour over colour, using masking tape and stencils to achieve depth and detail. Gradients, shadows and highlights are carefully built up by hand. Depending on the complexity of the design, this stage can take several days. Multiple artists often collaborate, each one specialising in a specific technique like portraiture, lettering or visual effects. By the time they're done, the bus has become a fully customised mural on wheels, a mobile masterpiece ready for the next stage of transformation. The next stage is lighting installation, a critical part of both function and design. Because the bus now has a completely custom front bumper, the original lights from the Isuzu NQR truck no longer fit. To solve this, technicians source headlights from other vehicles, often high-end models like the Toyota Prado. These lights are carefully modified to fit the new bumper and give the vehicle a more aggressive, upscale look. The modified headlights instantly upgrade the appearance of the bus, making it look more modern and expensive. Beyond the main headlights, technicians install decorative lighting across the entire body. These are usually LED strips or spotlights, placed around the roofline, grille, sides and rear of the bus. The goal is simple: to stand out. In a crowded city where dozens of buses compete for attention, lighting becomes a signature. It makes the vehicle highly visible during early morning and late night hours, the busiest times for public transport. And that visibility translates directly into business. The brighter and more eye-catching the bus, the more passengers it attracts. Next, we move to the sound system installation. In Nairobi's public transport scene, competition for passengers is intense. To stand out, many of these minibuses invest in sound systems that rival professional concert setups. A full audio installation can cost up to $10,000. At the heart of the system is the subwoofer. Deep bass is not optional, it's a requirement. Most passengers are young and they prefer vehicles that deliver rich, heavy bass throughout the ride. The Black Death 18-inch high excursion subwoofer is one of the most popular choices. Each unit costs up to $1,300, and it's not uncommon to find multiple installed in a single vehicle. But the experience doesn't stop at sound. Once the audio is in place, technicians install flat-screen TVs throughout the interior. These screens play music videos, sports highlights, or local entertainment. They are paired with ambient lighting, LED strips that pulse to the beat of the music, and high-powered laser lights that add to the visual impact. The goal is to transform the interior into a mobile entertainment zone. For many passengers, the ride is part of the nightlife. Foreign visitors often describe these minibuses as VIP clubs on wheels. And the builders embrace that identity. Every installation is custom. Every detail is intentional. The music, the lights, the screens, all designed to make the ride unforgettable. After months of intense labour, the journey nears its end. Hundreds of technicians have worked on every detail, from bodywork to lighting, sound systems, and custom interiors. Each component has undergone rigorous testing to ensure safety, functionality, and street readiness. With registration complete and approvals secured, the newly built minibus is finally cleared to leave the warehouse. This is the first time the bus meets daylight. Until now, it has existed only under fluorescent lights and welding sparks. Now, it's ready to face the city. Due to strict traffic and transportation regulations, no performance modifications are made to the engine or transmission. The drivetrain remains stock to comply with the law. The only permitted addition is a whistle integrated into the exhaust system. As the bus accelerates, it emits a sharp, high-pitched sound, a signature detail recognized instantly by fans. Before it begins service, the bus is officially introduced to the public through a launch ceremony. This isn't a quiet event, it's a celebration. Fans who have followed every update of the build, from welding frames to installing the final light strip, gather in large numbers. They surround the bus as it rolls out for its debut. People blow whistles, film with their phones, and dance in the streets. Some follow on foot, others on motorbikes or cars, forming a moving crowd of energy and excitement. The convoy snakes through Nairobi, drawing attention from pedestrians and passengers. The bus isn't just a vehicle anymore, it's a spectacle, a local celebrity. Eventually it arrives at its designated bus stop. From here, it will begin daily operations, ferrying commuters across the city. But today, it's not about transport, it's about pride, craftsmanship, and culture on four wheels. This is how a Nairobi minibus makes its entrance. Not quietly, but with full fanfare and undeniable presence.